Tier 5. Now it's getting fun. This tier has the last two tameable creatures, Nova the Destroyer and Pikkon the Creator. Both are extremely hard to take down and shouldn't be taken lightly, but once tamed, they will become your most valuable asset. In this video specifically, we'll be going over Pikkon the Creator, and as always, I'll show you how to identify him, the strategies to deal with him, the rewards you'll gain when you finally defeat him, and how to get one for yourself. So, get out a pen and paper, so I'm about to show you everything you need to know about Pikkon the Creator. As you can see, Pikkon the Creator is basically a giant black eel with a teal coloured mist surrounding it. Little fun fact, Pikkon now uses the Moder creature model, whereas previously it used to be a rock golem, which is why a golem may appear on some spyglass mods. Now, Pikkon must be spawned in, as he won't be found in the wild, so to create his summoner you will need 1 of every single origin tribute, 5 demonic, celestial and primal souls, 1 emperor and empress soul, and 1 spirit and chaos orb. As you can see, the summoner requires many items which will take you a while to get, so make sure you are constantly killing any tier 1 to 3 creatures you come across. For Pikkon, you can reuse the cage trap which you may have made for the Guardians. If you don't know what I'm on about, I'll put the link at the top now. Even though the trap will keep him in place, Pikkon has a few AoE attacks which will go beyond the cage, so don't stand too close. These attacks include a circle of explosions which surrounds Pikkon. This will also cocoon your tames, as well as his drone minions. These minions are probably the most annoying part of the creator fight, as they will aim directly for the rider, so make sure you have rider protection on when on your tame. Another attack is his black hole attack, which will land and do damage in an area. This attack can sometimes instantly kill you when you get too close, even with rider protection, so try to avoid it, it's that easy. If this does happen, you will need to get another creature to get back into the fight, as you will most likely die trying to get your original creature. So before starting this fight, make sure you have a few backup tames ready. Moving on to your creatures, make sure any creature you use is a high level and has good stats in health, stamina and melee. Ensure they also have a strong Godlife tier saddle or something similar. And as always, bring a large amount of primal health potions and primal stimulant, as they will be necessary for this fight. Now for the specific creature you should bring. If you're doing this solo, I suggest using a flying spirit creature, whether that be the spirit wyvern, griffin, or even a spirit boss like the manticore, as these will be the heaviest hitters you can get to help you defeat Pikkon. I would also bring a creature to tank the damage of the drones. Something like the Emperor will work for this as long as you pump his health and give him a good saddle. Now, I wouldn't use the Emperor to attack Pikkon, as he is actually immune to the Emperor's fire attacks. Now, if you're in a tribe, I would suggest the exact same thing, but obviously the more creatures you bring, the quicker you'll be able to defeat him, and obviously you can bring creatures to support like a Daedon or a Utyrannus. Now, it's important to note that when Pikkon gets to 15% of his health, he will drop a fertilized egg. Although it may be very tempting, ignore this for the time being and continue to attack, as you'll most likely be able to get it afterwards anyway. Once he drops the egg, Pikkon will enter a rage state, where he will begin to do 150% of his normal damage until he dies. So defeat him as quickly as possible to avoid losing the fight. Let's go over the loot. Firstly, the creator egg. Obviously you hatch this to get your own Pikkon. Secondly, the creator soul. This was required for the Colossus and Pikkon's Revenge summoners. Next, the creator's saddle. Obviously this is to put on your own Pikkon to help protect him. After that, a full set of creator armor, which is tech armor, which has the tech abilities and uses less element. Going over the buffs quickly, the helmet gives you infinite oxygen and increased crafting speed. The chest piece gives increased health regen, immunity to fire damage and increased weight. The leggings give radiation protection and reduce fall damage. The boots give infinite stamina regen and increased movement speed. And for some reason the gloves also prevent burning damage and also give you increased movement speed. Another item is the Celestial Ascension item. This item allows you to boost your current Celestials. To use this item, make sure you put it inside the creature's inventory and then access the scroll wheel to ascend it. Do not force feed it or else you'll waste the item. What this does, it will basically reset your creature's level. It will then take all the XP you put into it and equally spread it across all the different stats. The way it works, to give an example, is if you had a level 300 wild creature, it can go all the way up to a level 600 if used correctly. All you got to do is get a near perfect tame, max level the creature, use the ascension item, and then max level the creature again. And that's how it works, so you'll have a much more powerful celestial creature. Once defeated, you'll also get some tech grams, this one being the Primal Tech Turret and Primal Tech Force Field. And then as always, you'll get the basic stuff like your elements, arrows, bullets, tame helpers, and some max XP potions, which will help with ascending your celestials. As previously mentioned, you should have got an egg. Just like any other normal egg, put it in front of some air conditioners or in an incubator until it hatches. Once hatched, Pikkon will need meat during its maturation process, as well as once it's grown, so don't worry about trying to feed it a load of kibble. You can also imprint on Pikkon, so make sure you do that for the added stat bonuses when riding him. And there we go, you now have all the information you need to take on Pikkon the creator and be one step closer to completing Primal Fear. So as always, let me know if the video helped you guys out. Don't forget to comment any other guide videos you'd like to see. Leave a like on the video and share it with your other art friends who aren't as good at the game and need a little bit of help. And also subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. As in the next one, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Nova the Destroyer.